Give me an honest assessment of this offseason so far. Has it been a good offseason for the 49ers or a bad offseason for the 49ers?
The terrible offseason for the 49ers. One, you still have a lot of question marks surrounding the quarterback position. You tried to trade Jimmy Garoppolo, it didn't work out. The injury thing, whole thing backfired. You had to hold on to him longer. Then now you have a disgruntled player in Deebo Samuel who's openly requesting the trade. I mean, I don't. I mean, those are the two most important things that offseason that you had to take care of. And and obviously you got Bosa coming up as well, but you kind of dropped the ball on both of those things.
Yeah, and the Niners, I mean, let's start with the Jimmy thing. It cost them their offseason. They got Travarius Ward and some special teamers. They let us know that was not plan A. That plan A was to get rid of Jimmy and get more stuff, and they couldn't do it. So that's part of it, but like just how they misjudged the market. They thought they were going to get 2 2s for Jimmy Garoppolo and got nothing. Because what happened was the market was flooded with more quarterbacks than they expected. Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Deshaun Watson, all these guys, Matt Ryan. And so really the value of Jimmy probably went down to like a third and they didn't take it. Now it's nothing because they waited too long. So that's the first mess up. And then with Deebo, they didn't anticipate what the wide receiver market would be. They're thinking, we're going to take care of Deebo. We'll give him something nice, maybe $19 million a year. And then Christian Kirk gets $18 million and the Niners don't react. And what they do is they insult Deebo. So really they thought they were going to trade Jimmy for two seconds. They're going to trade Deebo for 2 seconds, maybe a first, and that's going to be the worst offseason ever. Yep, pretty bad.
Yep.
Sorry. So, John Lynch, you got some time to fix it, man, but you're having a bad offseason, and everyone agrees. So you got to change the narrative here, man, and you can't do it in your press conference. You got to do it with some moves. Getting rid of Jimmy would help. If you did that tomorrow, people would be happy. What do you think's going to happen? Do you think they're going to pay Carolina to take Jimmy off their hands? Like basically say, like, look, we will pay.
Yeah, we'll take $10 million. We'll pay $10 million.
Quarters of it. Yeah. Just give us your best, your best pick next year, please.
Yeah.
Is that what they're going to do? Are they going to pay $18 million for a conditional third that could be a second? Probably. If I were Carolina, I would just trade for Kyler, though. I'm saying. Matt Rule.
I wouldn't trade for him either, though, because I just feel like that's a headache. As talented as he is, I think he's extremely talented, and I like him away from the NFC West. But headache.
Would you rather have the headache that comes with Kyler Murray or Jimmy and his leadership?
To be honest,
his job is on the line, and those are your options. I got to win this year.
Jimmy and his leadership, and that's crazy. I know that's wild. Wild. Because I mean, I would love to, but just kind of knowing that, like not the everything that they say about Kyler Murray, not having the leadership, not going back on the field, just he's so awkward to me. Whereas like, I'd rather go out there with Jimmy 5-yard throwing Garoppolo than have to coach someone where I don't know what's going through this kid's head half the time.
Fair enough. My question with Kyler Murray is, do you love football? A lot of these quarterbacks, I'm not sure if they do. I like the thing with Josh Rosen. I was so intrigued by him last year. I'm like, man, first round pick, 5-star recruit, finally in a good situation. If you love football, it should come out. And I think what happens is probably doesn't love football. He's probably been on this track of being an NFL player since he was 14. And he's like, all right, I'll do it. I'll make some money, but then I'll eventually get to do what I want to do. Anyway, I don't know. Kyler just strikes me as someone who, I don't know, maybe he wants to play baseball now. Maybe he's just wants to make a lot of money.
He is the far better athlete. I think he is a better quarterback, but I don't want to have to deal with the headache of that, especially after you pay him. So I got people in the chat. I see Jimmy over Kyler, like that's crazy. And it is crazy. It's insane. I agree. But until you have to coach, like my son ain't going nowhere. He's a headache. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to deal with that every day and have to wonder where somebody's are in their headspace. Yeah. Like, you don't want to have to deal with that.
Plus, Kyler gets hurt too. Kyler gets hurt every season. Gammon says Grant cyberbullying led to Deebo seeking trade. No. I cyberbullied Mike McGlinchey and Jimmy Garoppolo. I only praised Deebo Samuel. I'm sorry, Mike and Jimmy. I did do a little bit of cyberbullying on you guys, but it comes with the territory. The Amelia Sports Report says SF the new Detroit? Star players trying to escape. My question is this. I don't know, the Amelia Sports Report, but if Deebo leaves, what's Trent Williams going to say? Because didn't he say last year he only wanted to be on a contender and he didn't want to sign a rebuilding team? What if Deebo leaves?
Hey, at least you got paid, Trent.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Lawless Light says the fact that we don't know what Trey is going to be is the main reason we need to keep Deebo. Just look at how Deebo made Jimmy look. I mean, come on.
I agree.
I agree. That's why they should have made Deebo feel appreciated a long time ago. The Jedi said Deebo, you know what Balky would have done? Balky would have extended Deebo. You can't. You have to wait till the end of the season, right? The sooner the better. Balky always wanted to extend guy a little bit early, not a little bit late, because you get a discount if you do it early, but they couldn't. Deebo to Jets. SF gets 10. No. 35. No. 38. No. 61. No. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. It's too much. It's not going to happen.
But if that did happen, that would be awesome.
That'd be great. I saw Rich Eisen saying the Jets should trade number 10 to the Niners. We're using the Niners payroll. What is that, Rich? Come on.
I agree with Rich Eisen.
Yeah, you should do it. You should do it, Jets. I think you should. Deebo just posted on his IG story. Dang. Oh, I'm not on Instagram. Hold on. Let's see what he says. Deebo.
I think it's about Adam Schefter.
Samuel. Oh, is it? Instagram. Story. I can't click on that. I'm basically a boomer when it comes to Instagram. I don't understand how it works. If you want to find out, that's great. Sorry, I don't know. The Jedi says Jimmy sabotaged his trade value, Grant. Just saying. No, Don Yee did that. Little Rumble 24 says if we trade Deebo before Jimmy, I'm becoming a Rams fan. Yeah, that's right, John Lynch. Ali Moore Powell says Deebo has to strike a deal now. With Lance starting, who knows what his season will amount to? What will his value be if he has a bad season without a contract in place? Okay, I feel you, man. What'd you learn?
He deleted it already, so I don't know. Or he blocked me from his Instagram story, which I doubt he did that. So
man, Deebo is so great. I love it, man.
He posted something and deleted it.
Ronnie Johnson says, Grant, what about Deebo injury history? It's something to consider.
If I'm the 49ers, I bring that up. If I'm Deebo Samuel, I was an 1,800-yard player.
Yeah.
And carried your offense.
I mean, the Niners didn't hold the injury history against Jimmy. The Niners didn't hold the injury history against D Ford. They didn't hold an injury history against Nick Bosa.
They're not going to hold it against Bosa. Yeah.
So why Deebo? Trade Deebo 61 to the Jags for number 1 and Chenault. Number 1. I don't think it's going to happen, but I like it.